welcome to week 5 of the Lean Screen experiment. I'm sharing the results of this past week's test, where I deleted more than 50 apps from my phone. And I'm also introducing the next Lean Screen action I'm taking for the week ahead. Each week in this experiment, I focus on changing just one thing at a time. And I do that deliberately. By making a single change, I can really pay attention to what shows up. The habits, the urges, the workarounds my brain's looking for. That kind of intentional awareness is powerful for making changes that actually last, rather than short-term wins that rely on willpower. Having already removed Facebook after week 4's experiment, I decided to delete 1/3 of the 150 apps on my phone. That meant removing 50 apps. Noting that some apps I need for work or genuine use, but the goal was to stop what I'm calling the app tap. That constant, almost shark-like circling around my phone, tapping from app to app, looking for something to grab hold of my attention or distract me. I focused first on removing social media apps as a priority, followed by minimising shopping and browsing apps, games, or anything else that encouraged me to spend time on my phone beyond communication as the primary use, or genuinely supporting my life. I also deleted old, unused or forgotten apps, those ones that quietly clutter up my screen and headspace. Some were easy to delete, others not so much. I had to be quite ruthless, and all up it took about an hour or two, and honestly, I didn't expect it to have such a big impact. 50 apps gone, actually 51 including Facebook, and once those apps were gone, I decided to make one more change, and this ended up being more significant than I expected. I completely cleaned up my home screen. Now it only contains main communication apps, like phone, messages, and email, along with internet search, maps, banking, and my camera. That's it. No shopping, no entertainment, minimal noise app clutter. Everything else that I use to genuinely support my life admin, like travel apps, food ordering, airline apps, library apps, etc., have been moved to a secondary screen that I have to actively swipe to reach. And wow, what a difference. My phone suddenly feels boring, and I mean that in the best possible way. There's nothing there inviting me to mindlessly open it. No easy dopamine hits sitting front and centre. Because of that, I'm barely reaching for it at all. And when I do, I often think, oh, there's not much there to do. The app I do find myself spending some time on is a reputable local news app. And that's interesting, because that's the behaviour I was doing before social media and content apps took over everything. It honestly feels like I've stepped back in time 10 years. With fewer apps and less visual pull, I don't feel the same urge to fall into the behaviour of doing the app tap. This change alone has made my phone feel like a tool again and not a slot machine. This week really enforced something for me. Willpower isn't the solution. Intentional phone designers. When apps aren't visible, when friction's added and temptation removed, my behaviour changes naturally. Changing what I see and have access to on my phone has been one of the most effective changes so far in creating a leaner screen and a calmer relationship with my phone. I'll definitely continue to remove even more apps again in future weeks, and I'll report back, but for now this feels like a really solid reset. So what's next now? Well, for the week ahead, I'm widening the lens slightly, because it's not just apps cluttering my phone, it's also what's happening inside them that's cluttering my mind. So for week 6 of the Lean Screen experiment, I'm tackling 2 things that feel like they're slowly but surely getting out of control. 1, my cluttered email inbox, where when I go into my email app, I'm bombarded with around 30 to 40 unnecessary emails a day, and I spend hours deleting the same marketing emails over and over. And 2, what I affectionately call tab sprawl, the 100 plus browser tabs I never close on my search engine app, keeping open just in case, is causing me to carry extra mental load around. So next week, I'll be doing a proper cleanup of both of those, and I'll share how that goes along with anything that I specifically did to help, all in an effort to keep moving towards a sustainable leaner screen. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and try parts of this experiment yourself. I'd love to hear what's been helpful for you. This is the Lean Screen.